Hey everybody, Ralph Covert here. Welcome to my songwriting class. I want to talk today about structure, song structure, and some basic jumping off points that we can do with song structure. Well, there are different sections to a song. Let's dive in. Verse, chorus, bridge are some of the major ones, and there's some smaller, more subtle ones that we'll touch on in a bit. So let's start with chorus. Chorus is kind of the heart of a song. The chorus generally repeats the same melody, the same words, and the same chords each time you come to it. So it has that repetition. It often has the hook or the title in it, the phrase or word that you're going to remember when you're trying to say, oh, that song, what song is that? And often that is tied into kind of the theme and idea of the song itself. My song, Cold Shivers, you'll notice will have the phrase cold shivers in it. And every time I come back to the chorus, it's going to repeat the words, the chords, the melody. And I really don't know how it happened so fast, how we all grew so old, how we fell out of touch, but I still feel cold, cold shivers, 'cause I wanted it so much. So the verse will have a different melody than the chorus generally. The melody of the verse will repeat for each different verse, but there'll be new words for each verse. So the first verse, second verse, third verse, fourth verse will all have their own unique words, but still the same chords and the same melody. So the first verse of it might be, I was thinking about how close we came before it slipped away. So there's the first line of the first verse. The next verse was, I was thinking how it swept us away and we were helpless once our choice had been made. So same melody, different words. And I was looking through an old Mallet magazine when I saw your picture. Thought of how. So melody stays the same, chords stay the same, but the words are different with each verse. That allows you to kind of develop your idea and expand on what you're saying and makes it less repetitive, right? Generally, the words tell the story. The words are where you get to kind of look at different perspectives, different sides, different ideas. Now, the bridge kind of is a contrast to the verse and the chorus. The bridge usually happens once. Of course, all of these rules can be broken, but the bridge is going to have its own unique melody, its own unique chords. Again, it's going to happen once. So if the chorus is kind of the ongoing theme of the song, and the verses are where you kind of expand upon and build that idea, the bridge is going to give you a chance to maybe shine a light in from a different direction, kind of give a different perspective, maybe turn your idea on its head, maybe drop in some new information that shifts how you think about the song. Often the bridge will start on a different chord than the verse or the chorus to kind of set it off, right? In this case, the verses start off on my one chord. So I'm in the key of G, right? So my verses are starting on that G. I was thinking about how close we came, right? The verses are starting on the C chord, which is the 4 chord. For those of you that missed the lesson on the chord numbers, if you're going up your tone scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8 is the 1. You can name the chords by the same numbers. So the 1 chord, the 2 chord, the 3 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, the 6 chord, the 7 chord, or the 8 chord. It's just a way of talking about chords so that you can understand how they exist in relation to each other. So The 1 chord of G is a G. The 4 chord of G is a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, A, B, C. So the chorus of this song, Cold Shivers, starts on that G, or on that 4 chord, which is a C, sorry. And I really don't know how it happened so fast. The bridge happens to start on a D, which is the 5 chord. So it kind of sets it off, makes it a little bit different. I've been looking for the reasons why we grew to be so cold. I've been hoping that the bridges we burned were all behind us after all. So a ramp is a name I've come up with for a section of a song that transitions you from one part into another. In this case, the verse has 2 pieces to it. The second one kind of functions like a ramp. The first half of the chorus repeats the same 4 chords twice. G, E minor, B minor, D. So I was thinking about how close we came. So that's G, E minor, B minor, D. Same 4 chords happen again. For it slipped away like a coin down the drain. Then it goes to a different chord sequence that just happens once for the second half of the verse. Like a book after you said goodbye. Then I was thinking. So if you want to think structurally within that verse, there's 2 pieces and then that are the same, and then a third piece that's different. There's also a section in this song, there's a little melodic interlude that acts kind of as both as an intro, actually, and then serves as kind of a ramp between sections. There's a little musical bit that goes. So the song starts with that little melody phrase, and then that section happens again, moving from the chorus to the verse. So the main sections that we're looking at, verse, chorus, bridge. You can have intro, outro, you can have solo breaks, you can have spoken word breaks, you can have little ramps and little sections. Now, when you're describing songs and putting them together structure-wise, the second thing I want to cover today is a very simple nomenclature that abacab is an example of. As you're thinking of the structure of your song, if you think of the verse as an A section, and the chorus as a B section, and the bridge as a C section, then you can describe the structure and order of your song using those letters. It's kind of just a way to kind of visualize it. So you could have a song that went verse, chorus, would be A, B, put a bridge there, C, A, B. But you could also decide, once you start looking at it structurally like that, it can help you kind of think how you move those pieces around. So you might start a song with a chorus, right? So then the structure might be B, A, B, A, have 2 verses there. So it can help you kind of organize mentally how you put your different structure pieces together in the song. Now in our next lesson, we're going to start building songs using some basic building blocks from the simplest song, so we can then get into more complicated songs and then break the pieces of those sections down even more. So also today we're going to let you close out, hear a full performance of the song, Cold Shivers, with none of my mistakes, hopefully. And thanks for watching. I was thinking about how close we came before it slipped away like a coin down the drain, like a face in a window after you said goodbye. I was looking through an old magazine when I saw your picture. Thought of how much you changed, like a map of a city rebuilt after the war. And I really don't know how it happened so fast, how we all grew so old, how we fell out of touch. But I still feel cold, cold shivers, 'cause I wanted it so much. And I was thinking how it swept us away. We were helpless once our choice had been made, like a bullet in the barrel of a gun that had been fired. And I was thinking about the truth I denied, trying to remember just which times I lied, lies I repeated. So often they seem true. And I really don't know how it happened so fast, how we all grew so old, how we fell out of touch. But I still feel cold, cold shivers, 'cause I wanted it so much. And I've been looking for the reasons why we grew to be so cold. And I've been hoping that the bridges we burned were all behind us after all. And I was whistling an old melody, one we used to sing, and it felt incomplete, like a book you never finished, but never put away. And I really don't know how it happened so fast, how we all grew so old, how we fell out of touch. But I still feel cold, cold shivers, 'cause I wanted it so much. Cold, cold shivers, 'cause I wanted it so much.